I can't believe that I'm actually going to be doing this today. I don't like this. I don't care about the drama. I don't care about any of it that I've seen. But TikTok recommends you something, and you get curious. You get curious, and I gotta say, I had a moment of weakness, and I had to do it. Lunchables. We all love it. We grew up with it. If you're my age, you're 24-year-old married man. You at the end of your ropes. You think of Lunchables for when you were a kid, for when you had those good times in middle school debating about politics, whether you think Obama was the right choice or not. I didn't know what I was talking about, but I was having Lunchables, so I was having a pretty good time. Nowadays, we got a competitor. KSI, Logan Paul, and mrbeast came out with their own project. And I don't really care about Logan Paul. I don't really know much about KSI other than that he's a little beef session with Dan TDMI. TMI. I can never say that. I like mrbeast. I don't like his Feastables though. I tried Feastables on a previous video, and it wasn't that good. It was their new formula too, so it wasn't anything special. If I'm being completely honest, I don't mind mrbeast. I like his videos. I think he's a great guy. But because it's been pushed so much throughout TikTok and the internet, I got curious and I genuinely wanted to try. I asked around with some of my friends too. I was like, yeah, am I stupid for wanting to, actually see if there's a difference? Then they were genuinely curious too. So this is for Cameron. This is for everyone who's in my videos. If they're not tough enough to try. And maybe they are, but you know what? They don't want to risk it all. Well, gosh darn it. I don't care about myself, so we're gonna do this. This is the dumbest thing I've ever done. I swear to God, if this gets the most views on my channel, I'm gonna be absolutely upset. I got the nachos for Lunchables because the only ones that were in store for the Lunchly were the nachos, which I had heard were the only ones you couldn't find. Everyone's been talking about the pizza and the little turkey sandwiches, but I haven't seen anyone done the nachos. I'm actually kind of curious. I've never had Prime. I've never had the Prime drink before, so maybe it's good. I also have never had the nachos Lunchables because growing up I only wanted the little crackers with the turkey. I didn't even want the pizza back then. I wanted those little sandwiches, it was fun putting them together, put as much cheese or turkey as I wanted into each sandwich. That was fun. But we're going with the nachos because that's all I could find for the Lunchly. It comes with Capri Sun and a Kit Kat. I'm loving Capri Sun. They're making a decision now to put them in bottles. I've seen. Hope that isn't because of Prime. I really hope that's not the case because you don't gotta worry about it. Lunchables, you're winning. Most of Lunchly's items are out of stock anyway, so it doesn't even matter. I'm gonna go into it first. I'm gonna go straight in. I hate myself for doing this. Obviously, comes with everything. And then, honestly, the only part I'm really excited about is Capri Sun. This is, what flavor is this? Fruit punch, classic fruit punch. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try the nacho cheese and see how it is. Upon first glance, it's processed, highly processed, obviously. But the little disc right here, highly processed, looks like melted American cheese. I'm actually scared to try this. I mean, the cheese is definitely just the American cheese, just melted form. If you're eating Lunchables right now, the salsa. It's not bad. I mean, obviously it's gonna taste like like salsa. It has the consistency of ketchup though. I don't like that. It's weird, but I would prefer eating the salsa over the cheese. The cheese is it's just too much. It's too much. I can't. As far as the chips go, as far as kid chips, they're fun. You get a lot of them. They're not bad. There was a little bit of spiciness, I think, in either the chip or the salsa. So, you get a little kick, which is nice. You also get a Kit Kat, because obviously with every kid's meal, you need candy. On top of the highly processed garbage you're already getting, you need a Kit Kat, along with your pure sugar drink. I'm not gonna complain. I love Kit Kats. I think I put it in S tier in my ranking video. I really don't know, but it's a 10 out of 10 candy. It's delicious. The crunch. I don't even care about the nachos. Like, these two things right here, that's what I care about. We gotta get the Capri Sun. I'm probably gonna finish this Capri Sun after this video. Oh my god, I'm a grown man and I'm struggling with this because I don't want it to splatter everywhere. I think there's a reason when I was a kid I didn't drink the fruit punch flavor. I don't remember what flavor I had. I think I either had the kiwi, strawberry, or there was a lemonade flavor, or I think it was a cherry flavor that I used to have. Fruit punch is the basic flavor that, you know, you get at the end of a baseball game or soccer game that Kyle's mom brings out. But if I was a kid, I'd enjoy it. It's not bad. I mean, it's definitely highly processed. It's not something I would want to get my kid personally whenever I have one. If my kid wants this someday, I'll get it for him. It's a fun little snack, and, you know, he's a kid. And he's not gonna have one every day for lunch, but he'll get one maybe for once a month. Now, there's something nostalgic, though, about, you know, the little bag of juice, though. And you just pop the straw in. It's good having one of these again. Alright, next up, we have lunch fillet, which is said to be better. And I feel like people misunderstood that when they said healthier, it meant it's a healthy option. I think what they meant is it's actually just generally it's bad for you, but it's still a healthier option than Lunchables. I don't know how true that actually is. It doesn't really matter when you're talking about processed food. It's not a win if you buy Lunchly or Lunchables at all. Okay, Prime. I will say, size comparison, you are getting more bang for your buck with Prime. I don't remember the prices of these, so this price right here was for Lunchables. The price over here, that was for Lunchly. And depending on what prices I just put up, I'm pretty sure Lunchly is a little cheaper. I think it was like $3 and Lunchables was like $4. So I mean, considering the drink size in general, it's a good deal. I've never had Prime. I've heard you get buzzed after a few, but I don't know. Oh, wow. That's like stronger than Capri Sun for sure. It's good. I mean, I gotta hand it to Logan Paul. Design of the bottle's cool. It looks like a sports drink, and it's very strong in flavor, which is, you know, good. The packaging is, you know, similar, a little bit more flair because the other one was just clear plastic. Don't need the box. Just dive into it. We're just gonna dive into this. It's the exact same packaging. It's literally the same packaging. Like the shape is basically the same, components and everything. It's just flopped. That's it. That's the only real difference. The chips, I'm gonna say, this is Lunchables, and this is Lunchlies. I hope it could focus. They look the same to me. There's no difference. The chips are the exact same. They look the same and they taste the same. I don't know if they just stole a container box of these chips when they were creating the Lunchly bags, but it's the exact same thing. The salsa looks a little bit more like salsa, kind of, but the cheese, the paleness of the cheese is a little concerned. It's like weird. It may just be from the fact that it sloshed around a lot, and because I had it upside down, sideways or not, but it does not look like, it looks like there should have been more cheese, considering the cracker and cheese ratio. I'll try the salsa first. It tastes more like if salsa and pizza sauce had a baby. That's what I equate this to. I mean, not bad, it's sweet. Let me try Lunchables again. I would say in terms of salsa, Lunchables wins. It tastes more like salsa. It has the consistency of salsa. Yes, it's highly processed, but honestly, at first glance, I forgot that this right here was salsa. I thought it looked like pizza sauce for a second. I was like, did they screw up? But no, it's not. I'm hopeful for the cheese though. I mean, anything's better than that highly processed. Lunchables is highly processed American sliced cheese that's just melted. Oh, it's so much thicker. It doesn't really have too much flavor, but at least it doesn't taste like it's just melted American cheese. But I gotta say, as far as the cheese, highly processed cheese goes, not terrible. It actually kind of tastes like, you know, a cheap pepper jack cheese that you get at the store and melted down. The crackers, they both win because it's just the same cracker. It's just the same cracker. All right. Obviously, the dessert, Feastables milk chocolate. I'm probably not even gonna. This one probably won't win. I'm going into this knowing it's not gonna win. It just reminds me of Hershey's, and I know Hershey's taste a little better. And but I do have to say, in terms of the candy for each of these, I would much rather get a Kit Kat than a Feastables bar or a Hershey's bar even. Like if I saw a Hershey bar in like a Lunchables, I'd be upset. I'd be upset because first of all, Kit Kat's one of the greatest candies of all time. There's a perfect amount of chocolate. It's just sweet enough, and the crunch just gives you that texture that you need, and it makes you wonder, how can a good thing be so bad for you? And when your first bite, it's like, where have you been all my life? As far as the ranking between these two, I don't care. I don't really see a difference. The chips for both Lunchly and Lunchable both get a point. They're the same. It's literally no difference to me. I tasted no difference. I mix and match them with the sauces. No difference. Lunchables will win with the salsa. It just tastes more like salsa. It doesn't look like pizza sauce, but at least it tastes and looks like salsa. Lunchly, it's just too sweet. The sweetness overrides it. It reminds me of pizza sauce, so I'm gonna give that point to Lunchables. As far as the cheese goes, I'm going to go with Lunchly. I think the cheese is better. It's actually tastes, you know, it's not overpowering. You know, I can eat a lot of it, and you know, it won't be too much for me. As far as the candy, Kit Kat. Lunchables, like they're using Kit Kat. If they're just using Kit Kat, that's an automatic win. I mean, that's one of the top 3 chocolate bars of all time, and there's Feastables can't even come close. And in terms of the drinks, let me take one more sip. Maybe because I'm nostalgic and I grew up with these, I think Capri Sun wins. It's good. It's not as strong as Prime, but honestly, I prefer that. As I've got, maybe it's because I've gotten older and my taste buds have changed. And Prime, it's not to say that Prime isn't bad. I think it's a good product. It's very tasty. But in terms of what I would prefer and I could drink more of, I could have like 3 Capri Suns and I feel fine. I can probably have half of this Prime before I need to put it back in the fridge before I feel like I'm gonna kill myself. Anyways, that was my review of both Lunchly and Lunchable. I don't really care. I don't think they're both terrible for you, but if I think I'd have to go with Lunchables. I just think I don't think it's a better product, but if I had to choose, completely unbiased, I'm going with Lunchables. For me, the only thing was the cheese, because the crackers were the same. That was the only thing that really switched it for me. I hope you enjoyed this. I sure don't know how I feel about it, but I did it, so you don't have to. Even though a lot of people already have, and I didn't either.